Did you know that in mobile puzzle game Six-It, if you grab the axe and try to attack the dog, this will happen? So the game will reset, sending you back to the title screen, which in my opinion is a really light punishment for attacking a harmless pooch. Hello and welcome to Hidden Video Game Details, the series that aims to show you things that you may not have known about your favourite games so that you can look really clever in front of Brendan Fraser. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, and if you do, I'll send you a copy of my memoirs. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. Right, let's begin today's video with series favourite, Deep Rock Galactic. Deep Rock Galactic has appeared in this series multiple times before, with perhaps my favourite detail being the hidden dialogue that can be triggered by kicking barrels into the launch bay. Well, today's Deep Rock Galactic detail is more hidden dialogue. Scattered around the ship you can find lithophage containers, and if you repeatedly tap on the glass, Mission Control won't be best pleased.
No taunting the lithophage, please. Stop it! You're leaving fingerprints all over the containers. The maintenance staff already have their hands full dragging damn barrels out of the launch bay. Just for clarification, you find rock pox in the caves, not by harassing the lithophage organisms already in containment. No, the sample containers are not installed for your pleasure. They're awaiting transport to R&D and are not to be disturbed. Inside that container is a highly contagious interstellar pathogen. Please show a bit more care around it. Before you even ask, no, it's not submerged in alcohol, and no, you can't drink it.
Oh, and if I'm honest, this is probably more of an Easter egg than a detail, but I may as well share it now as we're discussing the game. On rare occasions, the text on the lithophage container screen will say, "Alan, please add details." This is a reference to an often repeated line from the Hitman series that first appeared in Hitman Blood Money, where Alan was supposed to add details to a crate of lobster, but didn't. Up next is Crash Team Racing NITRO-REFUELLED. Now, I sometimes bring you details or Easter eggs that could be considered debatable, just to see what you think. Well, this is another one of those times. On the Nina's Nightmare track, you can find this gravestone. Written on the gravestone is the letter F, which many believe could be a reference to the Press F to Pay Respect meme from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. For what it's worth, I'm not 100% convinced by this one, and that's why I've asked for your opinion. What do you think? Intentional nod towards Advanced Warfare or just a random grave? Let me know in the comments. Now, one of my all-time favourite secrets in video games are the rare reload animations in Battlefield Hardline. Since Hardline's release, the Battlefield series has dabbled with these secret reloads, and they do make an appearance in Battlefield 2042. To trigger one of these secret reloads, you could spend hours firing and reloading without seeing one, or you could get it first try. That's the beauty of the reloads being random. And when I say beauty, what I really mean is major pain in the arse. The first secret reload can be seen when using the M16A3 assault rifle. So this reload sees your soldier gain superhuman abilities, as they are now able to manipulate the weapon's magazine with the power of their mind. The other secret reload can be seen when using the MP433 pistol. So in a display of pure showmanship, your soldier will throw the magazine into the air before catching it in their upside down gun. Next up is Bendy and the Dark Revival. Bendy and the Dark Revival is the sequel to the incredibly popular Bendy and the Ink Machine. In the Dark Revival, you play as Audrey, an animator who finds herself navigating through the ink-filled halls of monsters and demons. Now, I played the first game, and the Dark Revival is a much better game to play. But there is a way to complete it without having to experience it for yourself. At the beginning of the game, you're prompted to press a button to stand up from your desk and grab a cup of coffee. Well, if you wait for a really long time, this will happen.
Well, the coffee's good and all, but this work's gotta get done. Focus, Audrey, focus.
So Audrey will ignore her coffee craving and get back to work. Oh, and when I said this takes a really long time, I meant it. To ignore the need for coffee, Audrey will need to wait 20 in-game minutes before getting back to work, which, when you're just sitting and waiting for that to happen, feels like an age. The other Bendy and the Dark Revival detail can be found after standing up from your desk. In Audrey's office is a mirror. Now, you can press a button to interact with the mirror, which will see Audrey pose whilst adjusting her hair. Well, if you repeatedly interact with the mirror, this will happen. Oh, and beware, jump scare incoming. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I'm a Bendy expert, so I'm not sure if this face is meant to be familiar or not. At first, I thought it was a creepy version of Audrey, but the more I look at it, the less I'm convinced. If you know who this face belongs to, please let me know in the comments. Right, let's once again end an episode of this series with Modern Warfare 2. Now, since its release a few weeks ago, Modern Warfare 2 has been a regular in this series, and if you guys keep suggesting new things to find, I don't see that stopping anytime soon. The first detail from Modern Warfare 2 can be seen on the watches that your operator wears. The time that's shown on the watch is the same time as it is in your part of the world. The thing is, when you load into a multiplayer game in Modern Warfare 2, the time that the fight supposedly takes place is shown in the bottom left, which obviously contradicts the time shown on the watch. In my opinion, it would have been a cooler detail if the watch showed the time that the game is supposedly taking place. I'm not bothered, I just think it's kind of funny. The next detail can be seen in Modern Warfare 2's firing range. Now, the firing range is exactly what you think it is. It's a place to test out each of the game's weapons. Now, the range itself is pretty bare bones, though you can spot a cool detail if you look through this window. So behind the window is a lone man staring down at a table. Some of you may be wondering who this mysterious man is. Well, he should look familiar, as this is your chosen operator. When on the weapon screen, your operator can be seen looking at your loadout, and that's what you see when looking through the glass. It's a nifty little secret that some of you may not have noticed. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then leaving a like is really appreciated. If you are a fan of Easter egg secrets and hidden details in games, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that's what this channel is all about. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.